3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Mayfield finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fox. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The numbers for him from a week ago. 3 catches, 51 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
7 yards there and a first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 4 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now the extra point.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Crawford. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Well, that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fox. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll run it now out of the gun.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Crawford, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 53 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game when a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Crawford. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Mayfield now. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 right at the 40. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, it's Crawford. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he finds Howard complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Crawford. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield on play action. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Play fake, Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Mayfield to throw it, and that'll be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Mayfield. His throw caught at about the 5. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Mahomes now to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by Davis. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. On 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Mahomes now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now a give, right side. Bird. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 31. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. 51
yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fox. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So first and 10 now from the 30. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well, as we are back and underway for the second half. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up third down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up the third down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Check 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Get that
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield completes it to Davis. 12 yards there and a first down. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 2nd and 9. Mayfield. That's caught by Howard. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Mayfield now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Crawford. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. Came up a pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll run on first down. Crawford. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd
and 6 at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Crawford. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And taken right on the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Mayfield. And he finds Howard complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Crawford. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
They stopped him in his tracks. Mahomes now on first down. That's caught by Jackson. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. Mayfield to throw it, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He was trying to find O.J. Howard. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mayfield now got his man complete over the middle. That's Palmer. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Crawford. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Mahomes firing complete. Yeah! 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 27 yards there, a first down. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 3 yards out, and the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On second down, it's Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On 1st down, Bird. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Going to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. We'll go.